All right, YouTube, welcome back to the OTB Sports YouTube channel. We're about to dive into this week 12 madness. We got Shedeur, we got Colts, Chiefs, we got Eagles, meltdown. We're going to talk about it all. Let's start with the Colts Chiefs game, Bug. Chiefs. We said this earlier in the week. You got to bet them every week. You got to take them every week from here on out. I'm going to be honest. I thought that they were dead in the water at one point in the game. Down 20-9 in the fourth quarter. They find a way to pull it out. I mean, team stats, it wasn't even close. Like, this should not have been a ball game. Like, this should not have been as close as it was. Chiefs should have ran them down. 42 minutes of possession to the Colts 25. I mean, it doesn't get much more clear than that. 33 first downs for the Chiefs. Colts only had 10. And yet this game was it was a little bit messy on the Chiefs' part. But Danny Dimes, I mean, you got to this is the spot, right? Like you pay you're going to probably pay this guy, right? You're probably going to pay him a decent amount of money. This is the spot. You go into Arrowhead, you have a chance to send the Chiefs basically packing, if you win that game. And you had him on the mat. You had them, they were down for the count, and you couldn't finish them off. Give me your thoughts on this game.
Man, what a game. I mean,
Wow.
you said you took a, no, I'm not gonna say you took a lot of the points, but I just wanted to say some of the 500 total yards of offense. I mean, you saw from the jump, Andy Reid wanted this game treated like a playoff game. Kareem
Yep.
Hunt. When's the last time we ever saw Kareem Hunt get 30 rushes in a game? 30 to
Man.
run the ball 30 times. That's we're trying to control the possession,
Yep.
keep this ball at the Colts' hands. And there was a point. I mean, obviously, Mahomes started the game off fluke interception, just
Yeah.
almost. And the game. How about that tackle though?
Yeah.
To make that tackle and to hold that Colts team to
Yep.
3 points there.
That was the
That's
game.
a bigger play than what people will expect it to be at this point. And then when Kareem Hunt fumbled, panic
Mm.
set in. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, there's just no way the dynasty is about to end like this. Not like this.
The
Like,
dynasty.
bruh. I mean, the Chiefs, they still got a lot of work to clean up, in my
Oh,
opinion.
yeah.
Still 1 for 6 in the red zone. Not sure what's going on there. I mean, usually Andy Reid has it scripted up. That blunder of they had a play where they ran it on first down there, and then they threw it out the back of the end zone. Then there was a play Mahomes scrambled on third down. There was nothing there. It was just like, I
Yeah.
don't really know what y'all are doing down there. It seems like they had no real plan. But yeah, you look at their upcoming schedule. Next 4 games, they've got Dallas on Thanksgiving.
That's going to be
Huge game. Huge
That's going
game.
to be huge. That's going to be huge.
Play Houston after that.
That's a tough
Top
one.
defense, maybe best defense in the league. Chargers rematch from week 1, pivotal game to
Yeah.
swing wild card momentum. And then you finish off with the Titans. If they
Yeah.
can win 3 out of 4 of those games, that'll put you at 9 and
And they
6,
got the Texans
right
and the
where you want to
Chargers at
be.
home. So that's
Yeah,
going to be huge because going into Houston, I don't care who's
yeah.
at quarterback. That's not what you want. That's not
It's
what you
not a
want.
good place to play. Yeah, so
No.
that's a for the Colts side. I mean,
Ah, yeah.
I can't say I'm too shocked. Like I was not a true believer, and it's because of Danny Dimes. And he didn't play bad yesterday. I think obviously the time of possession really hurt the Colts. They couldn't stay on the field. They
Yeah.
couldn't get the off the field. They literally just
Couldn't
controlled
get
the clock.
JT going.
No, and that's the problem. If you can't get JT going, are you going to rely on Daniel Jones to drop back 30, 35 times and be able to deliver the ball
It's
for
not what you
4
want.
quarters? I don't think that's his style of play. I think he's
Nope.
better off playing off of the run. I think that's what Steichen wants to do. So we'll see. Their next upcoming 4 games are no joke as well. They have the Texans, tough defense. That's who they play next. So that's a tough game for them. Then they play the Jags. Never know what you're gonna get from the Jags. Sometimes they pull up. Sometimes they just look like the worst team in the league. Seahawks. I mean,
Yeah.
not a team you want to play.
Not at
And
all.
then the Niners. So that's a tough 4 games
That is.
for the Colts. So it's going to be interesting to see. We're getting down to this later stretch of the year where everybody's playing tough teams. So
Yeah,
we're in for it.
I do think that the Colts are a legit team. I'm not going to sit here and tell
Yeah,
you that I don't believe in them.
definitely a playoff team. I
I
just don't
don't.
see them as Super
Yeah,
Bowl. Yeah,
100%. I mean, like, I don't think they could get there. But I do think that they could win 1 or 2 playoff games for sure. It's just like you said, we can't let Danny Dimes throw the ball
no,
45
no,
times. Like, we
yeah,
have to
no.
get the ground game going, and if it's not working, as long as you're not getting blown out. I mean, in this game,
Maybe
you
utilize
were,
his legs a little bit more. I mean,
yeah, like,
he can run.
speed. Yeah, speed. Yeah, sneaky speed,
Yeah, he
sneaky
can run.
athleticism. He's big. He can take hits. Yeah, just not the quarterback. You don't have the quarterback under center to put the game on like that, and not getting JT going cost them for sure. And I guarantee you, every single team in that division, in that conference, was just cheering from home.
Praying.
Goes Colts, go
Mhm.
Colts, go. And like I said, they had them down for the count, and you couldn't finish them off. And I'm just saying, we got to see till later, but I would not be surprised if this came around to bite the Colts in the ass at some point later on in the postseason, however that shakes out.
They
Um,
had to match up in the Chiefs round 1.
like this
That
could
would be
this could,
brutal.
and I'll give credit to Shane Steichen a little bit. I mean, like I said, you had no business being in this game if we're just looking at the papers and what the stats and the team stats.
Yeah. That
But
first pick on the first possession,
yeah,
it swung like
yeah,
I feel like the Chiefs were gonna drive down that drive, and I mean, because they moved the ball all game, so who's to say they weren't gonna do it on the first drive? Lucky, great play by the defender, tipped it up, but
I can't believe the Chiefs won that game. That is insane. Down 20-9, they get it done.
comeback kid, man.
You can't count Patrick Mahomes out ever. You literally cannot ever count him out. All right, Book, talk
Nope.
to me about Steelers Bears. I know you got some notes to go through.
Mhm.
What was your takeaway on that game? In my opinion, that was Caleb's best game as a professional. Like,
Really?
I think, in my
Okay.
opinion, it was. I think he played really good.
I mean, no, he did play. He definitely played good. I mean, that was a back and forth game. I was looking at this box score, and everything is like so similar.
Hmm.
On third down, Pittsburgh 8 for 14, Chicago 7 of 13. Very similar there. You look at the yards per play, 5 for the Steelers, 5.4 for the Bears.
Yeah,
You go to the red zone. Both teams 3 for 3 in the red zone. So getting efficiency there. And but yeah, Pittsburgh, this defense, man.
yeah, man.
It's just a shame, honestly. The fact that you
Yeah,
said Caleb Williams had his best game, and this
yeah.
is supposed to be one of the top defenses in the league. I know I mean not JJ, TJ Watt broke his brother JJ Watt's
That was
all time
sick.
sacks record, so that was cool to see. But it's just not enough. I'm not a believer in the secondary. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
how we're going to week 13 now, so at
yeah,
this point, you are what you are. This is not a defense
yeah.
that's gonna be. You're not gonna be able to rely on them to get stops, and without your quarterback play. I don't know how long Aaron Rodgers is out. They haven't really given us a timetable. I know he was possible to go, but maybe it was just like
They probably
we're
want to
just
bring him
going.
back.
Yeah, I mean they're going to need him to come back
Yeah,
because they're going to go into a hard part of this schedule.
I think they got the Bills coming out.
They got the bill. I wrote their next 4 games down. They have the Bills, then they play the Ravens. So
Oh, yeah,
that could be
that'll be their first game against the Ravens, right? Out
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
two,
that could
okay.
that could be 2 losses back to back. So you could be looking at them at 6 and 7 in 2 weeks. Then you have the Dolphins after that. You better win that. You
Yeah,
better win that because after
yeah.
that you play Detroit, and we know what that Detroit offense is capable of.
I think they're gonna
So,
catch a Dolphins team too that's riding hot because I do expect them to win this week, and that they won against the Commanders the week
yeah.
before this one,
Yeah,
so
Dolphins have been playing better football the last month
I
or
think they
so.
get a little
So,
I think they get a little something
yeah.
going.
I think I just cannot believe that the Steelers choked this division race this quickly. I knew it was going to
1
happen
and 4 to
to 6 and 5 or 5 and 5.
no, the Ravens were 1 and 4 when the Steelers were 4 and 1, or were they 5 and 1? Regardless,
4 and 1, I
still
think. Yeah. It
crazy.
was like
It's
3 or
still
4 game
insane.
lead. Yeah.
Still
So
insane.
now that it's tied and
They
I
gotta get
can't remember
Mike
who
Tomlin out of there.
ah,
Even if they go on to make the playoffs and they win a game, I still think you
it'd be a
have to
shocker.
move
I'd be
on.
surprised.
I would
I
be
would
so
be
I just think we're so far into this, and like, and George Pickens doing what he's doing over in Dallas has got to be a factor in his firing. I'm sorry, like, I get it, the diva stuff. He's not one to put up with it, but this is a new age. Like, you got to give and take. Like, if you have a guy who's that talented, it's going to be a little bit hard. AJ Brown. It's going to be a little bit hard to keep him calm on the sideline. And
the only grace I'll give Tomlin for that is this is a guy that let Antonio Brown walk out the building. So I
yeah,
won't say it was the right decision. I'm just gonna trust his judgment of character, and he was probably just didn't feel like GP long term. And who knows? Maybe if GP were to stay, he might not have done what he's doing like he's doing in
yeah,
Dallas. Like
Yeah.
his mentality. 'Cause he didn't like being in Pittsburgh. You saw that from his rookie year. He was basically just like, all right, as soon as I get the chance, I'm
Well,
out of here.
the
Like,
play calling is night and day. I mean, GP
oh,
wasn't getting these types of, they
oh
weren't
no,
running none of this.
it was just
Yeah.
go balls. Like, all
Yeah.
right, catch this 50-50 ball on 3rd and 9, and hopefully you bail us out.
I mean, I saw a next gen stat chart with all the routes that he's running, and they compared it to the when he was in Pittsburgh and to the Eagles game. When he was in Pittsburgh, there was not a single route over the middle of the field, and it's just all just bullshit ass, just short curls and go routes. And the Dallas Cowboys, we'll get into them in a second, but he's looking great over there. I think that has a big part in Tomlin's just being on the hot seat. And if you're the Bears, I just got like I said, I've been hard on him. I got to tip my cap. I thought when Caleb took that sack in the end zone, when TJ Watt got to him, I said,
Yeah,
okay,
that was a
this
horrible sack. You cannot take
it
that
it
sack.
was a Looney Tune
Yeah,
sack.
yeah, you
The
cannot.
way
Yeah, that's
the way he just
just
spun
that
around
was
it
bad.
was a really bad. And you know what? You can clean that stuff up. And like I said, I said this previously. He doesn't turn the ball over. So
No,
so
hasn't, never
so this is
has,
clean.
never been a part of them.
This can be cleaned up. I'm not worried about that sack. But why I brought that up to make the point is he didn't let it get in his head. He didn't go into hiding. He came back out and he executed the game plan. They looked really good. And I mean, they're winning in spite of their trash defense too. I know the Steelers don't have a
Yeah.
good defense, but the Bears are having to put up points to
One thing
win
they
these
do
games.
is they get turnovers. His defense is
Oh yeah.
trash, but bro, it's like 2 turnovers a game they're getting. Like, so
Yeah.
all right, they might let up 30, but when you get an
It's like a
opportunistic
quarterback
defense
who,
like that,
Josh Allen, you get 4 touchdowns, he throws a pick. It's just what it is.
it reminds me of 2020, was that what year? I think it's 2020, 2021 the year the Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
That defense was trash, but it was opportunistic in the playoffs. I think they had like 7 or 8 turnovers in the playoffs. So it was just like, if you can just get, a timely 4th down stop, you get a strip sack fumble,
Yeah.
like Ben Johnson can move this ball down the field. But the upcoming schedule for the Bears,
Yeah.
it's about I want you to
They
hear
got
these
the Eagles on
defenses.
Black Friday, and that's I'm
Listen to, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
before you get into that,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go
that's a
ahead. Go ahead.
7 point spread. I don't
Yeah.
know if the Eagles are that much better than the Bears, but go ahead. What's the stretch looking like?
So this is easily going to be their hardest 4 stretch of games as far as the defenses they're played. They play Philly next. We just talked about that. After that, you play Green Bay for the first time. That, yeah,
Yeah,
divisional. So they play Green Bay 2 of the next 4 weeks. So
yeah.
I don't know which one's home is away, but you got them twice. Then you play Cleveland. We know what Cleveland's defense
Hey,
can
they
do.
got
So if you look at
they're not a easy. They're just not somebody you
no,
check off the
no,
schedule. It's any
The
given
Browns are
Sunday.
bad, but they compete every single week. They compete. They're
That
bad,
defense.
but they compete. Yeah. So you have Green Bay's defense, the Packers defense, and the Browns defense. Those are the next
Yeah,
3 defenses you're playing for the next month in a cold December.
yeah.
It's this is
We're gonna
so we're
find
about to
out.
see.
We're
We're
gonna
about
find
to
out.
see exactly what these Bears are made of, and if they're fraudulent. I think if they can win 3 out of 4 of these games, I will take them serious
Oh
as a
yeah,
contender in the NFC. If they somehow squander, only get 1 out of 4, right now, I'm just holding my stock. I'm not
yeah,
selling. I'm not buying no more. The Bears, they're winning. They're playing complimentary football week in and week out. So
yeah.
I like what I'm seeing from the Bears. First place in the NFC North right now. So
Yeah,
they're looking good.
I love the fact that Ben Johnson, obviously he is I guess you could call it new gen head coach, offensive head coach, guru,
Yeah,
but he runs the shit out the ball.
yeah,
And he doesn't
yeah,
give a damn. He's going to run the ball down your throat every chance that he gets. And I think
yep,
that's just we're getting into that time of the year. But if the defense can just
yeah.
play like 10% better, this Bears team's gonna be a problem. I know they're getting guys back. I think they got a couple guys back. They're gonna get a couple more back. But yeah, Steelers.
They're
I
definitely
mean,
running that ball. Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of these. The point you're making, it made me think of a lot of these new gen coaches. If you look at yeah, who you just mentioned. You look at LaFleur, you look
Hmm.
at McVay, you look at Shanahan. They like to establish the run. Like they got all the nice motions and
Yup.
the flare plays, but they're still old school in the fact that we need to establish the run.
Yup.
Then that's when you open up the playbook, and that's where you see this explosive offense come from. It all starts. You got to you got to couple the run with the pass.
And that's what keeps you alive when your quarterback's a little off his game or the defense isn't playing well. You can just slow the game down, you know, get your shit together and just run the ball. So yeah,
Yep.
that's a good. I'm not gonna, you know, I know the Steelers defense didn't play well, but I'm not gonna. I mean, that's a good win for the Bears. Like I don't give a damn. Like
Yeah.
I know people give them a hard
Just a good
time.
game. It's honestly just a good game,
I
and
know
I think
people.
I
Go
think it
ahead.
would have been the same with Rodgers. Like
Yeah, we
my
said that.
thoughts on the
Yeah.
game. Yeah, I was like Rodgers or Rudolph. I think it'll be Steelers can win
Now I
or
will
lose.
say
Wouldn't
I don't
matter.
know. I don't know if Rodgers would have turned the ball over twice that early in the game. It's hard.
Yeah.
It was an uphill battle for the Steelers. Mason Rudolph put the ball in harm's way. I didn't expect him to. I thought he was going to play a
To give
decent
credit
game.
to those DBs. Those
Oh
those
yeah,
those picks that I mean to freaking go up and contest the ball and keep your feet in on side on both
yeah,
of them. Like those are
yeah,
those are crazy picks. I mean, he's got to be better with the decisions, but I got to credit the DBs
yeah.
there, honestly.
Yeah, just an absolutely huge win for the Bears, especially going into that tough stretch that they got coming
Yeah,
up.
it's gonna be a
So
tough
that'll be
month.
huge. Let's talk about their division mate here, Vikings Packers. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, but my thoughts on it really quick. I mean. I think that I was coming into this game, I was expecting Matt LaFleur to kind of just shut the media up and put together a game plan, dial it up, you know, show fireworks on offense. But I
Yep.
couldn't have been more wrong. It was the
Yeah.
exact opposite. And what that tells me is that he doesn't respect JJ McCarthy. They don't
Oh yeah,
respect
that's
JJ
exactly what it
McCarthy.
tells me. That's
They
exactly what it
they
tells
said,
me.
you know what, Jordan Love's shoulder's a little bit banged up. We're gonna protect him. We're gonna throw when we need to. We're gonna run the hell out of the ball because there's no chance that this kid's gonna be able to put enough points up to beat us. And that's exactly what they did. And if you're the Vikings, I'll let you rip JJ McCarthy, but Kirk, great record. Sam gets you 14 wins. It wasn't good enough for you. So you thought that this kid was gonna be it? Like you knew what you were getting into, and I just can't. I know we talk about it every time we talk about the Vikings, but I can't fathom that they're in this situation right now, and it's a problem.
It's honestly sad. It's
Yeah,
really just sad because this Vikings team was a team going into the beginning of last year was like, this is a Super Bowl caliber team.
yeah,
You have a great offensive coach. We knew what Flores brought on the defensive side of the ball.
right.
The weapons between, I mean, Addison, Hawkinson, and obviously Justin Jefferson with the two-headed monster of Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones. Like this is team. All you need is competent quarterback play, and this is easily a 13-win team. Easily.
Competent,
And what do you have?
not even
And
decent,
you
not
don't
even
even have
decent.
below average. You don't even have that.
You don't even
This is
have
I saw
bottom of
this,
the
yeah.
NFL. You could argue.
No, this is arguably the worst quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah,
Like
no,
yeah, I'm
it's
not
not a
like no.
stretch.
Like I was watching something yesterday. Like he'd be one of the worst backups in the league.
Yeah,
He'd be one of the worst. You look at you're just
yeah,
talking about we had a whole Davis Mills
yeah,
segment. Taking Davis Mills over him,
yeah,
taking Mac Jones over him.
yeah.
I'm taking Jacoby Brissett over him. I'm
I seen
taking Shedeur
Shador
Sanders
Sanders
over
play
him.
one
Yeah,
game.
I'm taking Shedeur over him. I would take Andy Dalton over him. I
Yeah,
would take Kirk Cousins. These are just off the top of my head. I'm not even breaking the team down, but there's a stat I was seeing yesterday. 800 out of 852 qualified passers for EPA per play. JJ McCarthy ranks 851. Number 852 is Jamarcus Russell. If you are in a conversation with Jamarcus Russell, you either need to quit the game or learn Chinese.
oh,
This shit is over, bro. I don't know. I
oh,
mean, you let it, and then Justin Jefferson, man, I just feel bad for him. When you see
yeah.
the production that Jackson Smith and Jigba is getting on a week to week basis with the quarterback that you just
Yeah.
had in the building, I mean, it's got to hurt. This dude, I mean, you can't sit there and tell me that Justin Jefferson can't do what Jackson Smith and Jigba's
Nah,
doing.
no.
JSN's a great player, probably top three, top four wide receiver. But I mean, it's just sad. JJ McCarthy, bro, you need to take a real look in the mirror. Get rid of that 9 bullshit. I don't know what that was. I don't know why he tried to start that.
Yeah.
Just he tried to change up his mechanics, apparently, I've heard, and it's just he's just not good. He's
You
just
can't
not
do
good.
that.
He's just
Like,
not good. There was no reason.
you can't just change your mechanics mid-game, mid-season.
I
Like, it doesn't work
I
like that.
I watched him in college, wasn't a believer. Going into the draft, didn't believe he was first round talent. Gets traded. They Vikings trade up. We cannot forget that
Yeah.
they traded up to take this guy.
Yeah.
And now you are what's the record? 4-8? 4 and
They're
7?
bad. It's
I think they're
bad.
4 and 7. So I
I
mean,
believe there's something like that, yeah.
yeah, their season's over. You might as well just I don't know. I mean, you're stuck with him at this point,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So you're gonna have to go into the season with him next year. I know it's technically his rookie year, but I've seen enough. I've
Yeah.
seen enough. I haven't seen a flash. He's played maybe good quarters of football the entire year,
Yeah.
and they were both fourth quarter versus the Bears.
Yeah.
So,
You
like
gotta you gotta give you gotta give young guys time.
a
I
little
get it.
bit.
I get it. But at the same time, I see people on Twitter, and it's only Vikings fans, by the way. I see Vikings fans on Twitter. It's only them. They'll post a clip from a game of JJ McCarthy. Just it's a nice pass, fits it in a tight window. And my reaction to that is, if me and you went out there and we had 50 snaps, we might get just one play to put on film. You know what I mean? Just one. Just one out of 50. You know what I'm saying? Just one little cute throw.
God,
You know what I mean? So I'm not moved by that. And people try to use it in the context of, but look, this is a flash. Like, this is what he could be. But the foundation, you got real people with real credentials who are coming out saying that the foundation, the fundamentals, the mechanics are off, and that's not something that you can just fix. And you got the guy's own quarterback coach, because all these guys nowadays, they got quarterback coaches they work with. The guy who was
yep.
working with him in college, and I don't know if he's still working with him now. He's on Twitter, like, just looking like a clown, like talking shit back to fans who are saying that your student is ass and this and that. He's over here responding like a
I
clown.
mean, again, you got to defend your guy, but like, come
Yeah,
on,
he
man.
just looks like a complete douche. But I don't want to go in too big too big on his quarterback coach, because
Yeah,
it's not his fault.
last thing I'm gonna say about JJ, and then we can move on. Not only is he trash, obviously, he's small
Yeah,
and he's injury prone. He
yeah,
missed all of that. Like we just kind I know he was hurt, but like we just threw it out. He missed a whole year
yeah,
off injury, came into this season and was hurt again.
yeah,
Carson Wentz, if he didn't get hurt, he'd still probably be in.
yeah,
Like it's just I don't know.
yeah,
You're cooked. Sorry, Vikings fans. I mean, you let the franchise walk out the door. Could have got him for a cheap number in comparison to the rest of the market. Now just
yeah.
dark.
I
Just
think
dark.
I think you're gonna have to bring in a vet. I don't, because this is the thing. You can't really sit here and say that, oh, they're gonna draft another guy, because I don't think that they can draft another guy. This is a
No.
this is a patience timing thing. If they're not gonna go through this with another guy, like
No.
no, they're gonna bring a vet in and hopefully start him, and hopefully JJ can learn something behind him. I mean, clearly,
Yeah.
this is a big problem for them, and they're sinking fast. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
got Jordan Love and Green Bay in the division, you got Lions, and now the
I think it could get
Bears.
uglier. I think
Yeah.
this thing could
Oh
just be
yeah.
starting to unravel. Like,
And the
it's
Bears are
it's
on the
gonna get
and the
ugly.
Bears are on the come up. So something needs to change for that team fast. And if I'm KOC, I'm going up to the owner's office, and I'm banging on the table. Do whatever you can. I need Mac Jones tomorrow. Like, do whatever you can. Let's reach and let's trade them a third round pick. Let's just get a guy that can move the ball. Like you said, Shedeur Sanders can move the ball. He looks competent. You're not
Yeah.
getting any of that out of JJ. And the
No.
picks are bad. Like, really bad. He has absolutely no touch.
He only
Can't
threw 2
layer the
yesterday,
football.
and it could have been like 4 or 5 interceptions if we're being honest.
Yeah.
He throws 2, but these 2 interceptions a game could easily be 3 and 4.
Yeah. His pass rating was so bad
I'm
that
not even gonna look at his numbers. It's not even worth talking about this
his,
dude's
his
numbers. He's
pass
just
rating
trash.
was so bad last game that he would have had a better rating if he had snapped the ball 20 times and spiked it. Like, if he just snapped the ball 20 times and spiked it, did nothing else, he would have had a better rating than he had. And that's a
Yeah.
problem. That's
I really
below
just feel bad
average.
for Vikings because
Yeah.
like it's like so clear that it's
Yeah.
him holding the team back. Like the defense is fine. They're starting
Mhm.
now to get ridiculed because I don't know, maybe we're on the field all game because our offense
Yeah.
can't do anything. So
Yeah.
when you get it's I'm not they're not as bad as the Browns, but it's similar to the Browns. When you put a team like that and their offense cannot stay on the field, the defense looks a little bit worse than what it is. Like if the defense is on the field for 75 plays a game, I don't care how good you are, you're gonna give up yard. You have no
Yeah.
choice. But if
Yeah.
you can get them out there 45, 65 plays,
Yeah.
now you look something different. They can't stay on the field, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Not good for them. All right, let's talk Eagles Cowboys. Another bet we both took that just dead in the water, chalked it up, and look,
Oh my
check
god.
back in. What do you know? What do you know?
Bro,
We're
before we
back.
even, bro, so we went over our picks, right? So
Don't
horrible
tell me
day for me
somebody came.
yesterday.
Don't tell me somebody came in the
Oh,
comments at
bro, somebody
halftime.
came
At
straight in my
halftime.
comments
At
talking
halftime.
about 0-3 already. L bozo. I'm like, bro, like I
Yeah,
was just like,
hey, I don't
damn.
blame him. I was chalking up.
Nah,
I
I
was chalking
mean,
up the Dallas Cowboys as
so
a
I was like,
loss.
damn, bro. I was like, I'm really about to be 0-4. I was like, this really sucks. But yeah, we could get straight to it. We can talk about the picks maybe tomorrow or something.
Yeah. Worst loss in Nick Sirianni era. Um,
Oh God.
I'm gonna just
Oh
say it out
God.
flat. This was the worst loss in the Nick Sirianni era. Saquon, absolutely non-existent. I don't know what is going on with that O line, but something is not the same and something is not clicking. I saw something that was actually baffling to me. Saquon Barkley has the same amount of negative runs this season as Ashton Jeanty, who plays on a JV team behind a JV O line on a JV offense. That's not good. The Raiders are over here and the Eagles are over here. Those are complete polar opposite teams. And obviously, I mean, you can give a little bit of blame to Saquon, but he's getting touched before he gets to the line. He's getting touched
Yeah.
at the line more than he was at the Giants, damn near. So they have to figure that out. And another thing I noticed too, and it's just a little bit of a nitpick, but Jalen Hurts throws some really bad deep balls, like, and they get caught. That's the most impressive part to me. I don't know. There was a play. Devontae Smith had like 6 feet of separation, burns his guy, miscommunication on the back end for the defensive back, and Jalen Hurts throws a pass up, and it's just behind. He has to Devontae Smith just bailed this guy out. Amazing tracking skills. He can track the hell of a football and make a bad throw work. And I don't want to rip Jalen because it's at the end of the day, it's a completion. So it's whatever. But bro, he's got to step up. Like he has to step up. And I know that it's not all on him, the loss, you know what I mean? But this, like I said, this is the worst loss in the Nick Sirianni era. I mean, you cannot blow a 21-point lead, especially with how, I mean, you had them dead to rights and you let them back in and they let up. They let up on offense. You know, they went punt, punt, punt. You know, they couldn't get anything going in the second half. And yeah, Jalen, and the problem with it is Jalen's not a guy. I think Jalen's a good leader, but he's not somebody that's going to get on somebody in the locker room and get on guys. That's why AJ takes a shot at him every other week in the media because he knows Jalen's not going to come and check me. He's not
Yeah.
going to come and press me. So tell me what you think about this game. I think the Cowboys are a draft. Give them one more draft, and I'm telling you, this
Hell,
team's going to be nasty.
a draft. I think I made a TikTok yesterday. If the season were to be able to restart and they have this roster right now, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously the Cowboys they do choke in the playoffs. So I'm not gonna
Right.
go to the extreme, but this is a clear NFC contender. This roster
Oh
right
yeah.
now. I mean, the addition of Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark, the pairing of those two together. I mean, those dudes, not a lot of production, but them dudes are eating gaps up. Like they're taking on multiple blockers.
Oh
That's where
yeah.
you get the addition of Logan Wilson and Overshown, who's finally back and healthy, who's a star in my
Yeah.
opinion. I
Oh,
think he was going to be a
so
star last year.
versatile. So
Yeah, by next
versatile.
year he gets another year off that injury. He is one of the best linebackers in this league. So the Cowboys, that defense is 100% going to be looking like something serious. Obviously, George Pickens. I mean,
Oh yeah. He's playing like the
about
best receiver in the league.
yeah, maybe second best. Might be second best. I got JSN still number one, but GP. I mean, balling out, 150 yards, 9 targets, 9 catches.
Yeah.
So you can't even
While
when we throw
while
to him,
CD's
it's a
stinking it
catch.
up over there.
It's
I don't
yeah,
know what his
CD.
deal is with the Eagles. I mean, he
I
does
don't know.
not
He's just
show
a
up.
drop machine. I mean, he still had 75 yards and
Yeah.
had like 3 drops. So like
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe it's just like kind of crazy. I know a lot of that was they were down, so they did have to force feed the ball and pass, but
Hey, they
still,
threw him the ball. He had the most
yeah.
targets.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the Eagles approach coming to the game. What they started coming out force feeding AJ immediately.
Oh
I mean,
yeah. He had a great game, but I mean
immediately.
they were
Yeah.
force feeding him
He
though.
called out, but it was just like you got up 21-0. And I know you can't run the ball, but Saquon, 10 carries.
Yeah.
And we're up 21-0, and Saquon
That's
gets 10 total carries.
I don't
I
understand
know
how that works.
I know a lot of people are calling for Kevin Patullo's job, especially all Eagles fans. Anytime I make a post about the Eagles fans, it's get rid of Patullo. I
Yep.
don't know why he's there. This offense is so much better without him, but
Yep.
it's just their struggle. I think they ran for 60 yards. Jalen Hurts only threw
Bad
for about
two really bad
70,
fumbles.
80 in the second
Two
half.
bad
Yeah.
fumbles.
Horrible fumble by Saquon.
Yep.
Uncharacteristic, really. I think that was actually his first of the season. So I mean, it's not something I expect from him, but still,
And then special
Cowboys,
teams fumble
they
killed
fought back.
them.
Oh yeah. I
Gave the
mean,
gave the Cowboys the ball on their own on the 5 yard line.
yeah, so the Cowboys, this is their season. It's not over to me. I think they could end up getting hot. Maybe they win five of these last six, four of
Yeah.
these last six
I'm
games, and
telling you, they
we
beat the
could see
Chiefs.
them.
It's on. It is
Yeah,
on. It is
that
on.
that that is the game that I am looking for. I think that's the 4 o'clock game too on Thanksgiving. I
We're
think
getting
the
playoff
Lions.
football in November.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's
If you just look at all the match,
yeah.
I know we ran through some of the matchups. Like it was just playoff team versus playoff team.
Yeah.
So
This is playoff
the
football.
way this AFC playoff picture is not going to look like this in about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody called Jerry Jones crazy. And I made a ton of videos saying that the Dallas Cowboys won the deadline. They won the
Yeah.
Micah Parsons trade.
Yep.
You get Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark in the middle, who are looking really good. That D line is playing nasty. Like you said, you get Overshawn back. You're still waiting on your cornerbacks to get healthy. They're gonna get it together. And
And that frees up some capital. Now you can
you can go
if I'm
re-sign
Jerry Jones,
GP. You can go
if
get George
yeah,
Pickens. Like,
you need to be signing him like yesterday
yeah,
because we know Jerry. He's probably going to wait till fucking May to pay this dude.
yeah.
But like, if you would pay him now, you probably save yourself 9 million
You don't
just
let him
paying him
walk.
now.
You don't let him
No,
walk.
you got to bring that dude back,
They
bro. If
might
you bring him,
franchise tag him, whatever you got to do. I wouldn't
I'm
even
paying him.
franchise tag him. Just
I'm
pay
giving him
him
3 years. I'm
because
giving him 3 year
you
deal
don't
right
want to
now.
franchise tag a guy who is already kind of a diva. You know what I mean? You don't even want. You're in a
We'll
good
see.
spot.
Maybe he wasn't a diva because in
Yeah,
Dallas, he's been good in
he's
Dallas.
been a
I
good
haven't heard
teammate. He has been
nothing.
a
I haven't
great
heard nothing
teammate. He's
about
been a
him
great
in
teammate.
Dallas.
Yeah, yeah,
I think he just really wanted out of Pittsburgh, honestly. That's
yeah.
why we
I don't
fell
blame
off.
him.
'Cause I know you're a Georgia fan. I know he had his little antics, but I don't really think he was that much of a diva. I think he was just a real passionate
He was
player. I
just
didn't really
yeah,
see
he was just
diva
getting
from
into
him.
he got into
Yeah,
a
doing dumb
full out
stuff.
fist.
Yeah,
He got into a fist fight with a
yeah.
Georgia Tech player in the middle of the game in the end zone. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if I would call that diva. I maybe call
yeah,
that like boneheaded or you're just young college
yeah.
kid. Like I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, nah, but yeah, no. GP's playing like the best receiver in the NFL, and Jerry Jones won the Micah Parsons trade 100%. He gets a extra pick and extra first round pick in his
Yeah.
back pocket. Quinnen Williams
Hmm.
addresses the run more than Micah Parsons. He's also on a cheaper deal.
Yep.
And interior defensive linemen in the NFL are hard to come by. I mean, you
Oh
saw
yeah.
Chris Jones; he just got a bag, and he was kind of on the back end of his career. Got paid,
Yeah,
so
he's looking like a shell, but yeah, and
yeah.
that pick, this is at first round pick is so much more valuable
Oh
because
yeah,
the
they're gonna get a
Cowboys
pass
are
rusher, and they're gonna be
they're,
fine.
they're not in need of a quarterback. They don't have to
Oh
draft one.
yeah.
You have Dak Prescott can easily play 5 more
You got your
seasons. I
running back.
mean,
You got everybody on the
got the running back, you got
offense.
the weapons, the O line. They're a little banged up, but I like the young O line that can improve. You just if you get a pass rusher or maybe a Caleb Downs,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
They got the
this
picks.
team, yeah. So this team it's looking up for the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know about this season, but the future, Cowboys are in great position, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. I love where they're at. I think Jerry Jones is a genius. It's something I never thought I'd say, but he played this so well. Let's talk about your Browns. Shedeur Sanders showing them the watch piece. First Browns quarterback to win his first career start in 30 years. Um,
Yeah.
Looked really good besides the pick. The pick was kind of bad, but I don't give a damn. Like that's clean. You can clean that
I
up.
mean,
You can clean
yeah,
that up.
my thoughts on that pick is it was less of a bad throw. He 100% made his mind up. He's like, all right, I'm snapping this ball, throwing it right here. Didn't confirm. You have to confirm what you see before you let the ball go. And he
Yeah.
didn't confirm. Rookie mistake. I'm not going to
Yeah.
kill him for it because
Can be cleaned up.
the defense was going to get you back on the field all game, so you were going to have opportunities to play.
Yeah.
You look at that. He had that great deep ball. Obviously, that's the play everybody wants to talk about.
When
The
have you
50
seen a
yards on
Browns
the
quarter?
run.
When was the last time you seen a Browns quarterback besides maybe Baker? Even then, I
I
can't
think.
even think of a
Yeah,
crazy deep ball.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like sit here and like praise, but Watson had a couple of those throws, but like it was nothing like
Yeah.
who the fuck cares? Like
Yeah.
this is what you wanted to see. Obviously, that was 2 yards from being a touchdown, so some people will take it away. Obviously, they took him right out, brought in Quinshon Judkins, running the
Mhm.
Wildcat.
Mhm.
That looked great. He had the great throw to Judy, extended the play,
And
and
Judy
Judy
fucks it up for him.
zero self awareness. I'm not sure what he was thinking
That
there.
was
I mean,
bad on his part.
he's doing basketball moves in the open field, so I don't know what that is. And then a lot of people are going to say, "Oh yeah, he had the 60-yard screen,
Who
whatever."
gives
So
a
I mean,
damn?
if we're going to take away the quarterback's best yak play in the
Yeah,
game, then let's do it for everyone. Let's not just say,
exactly.
"Oh, if you take that away, then you only like." I'm not hearing that, bro. It's the
All the
NFL.
hell,
You call the
Dylan
plays.
Gabriel's just throwing screens and dinking and
Yes.
dunking, so I don't give a
And
damn.
I mean, and what did you want Shedeur to do? It's his first week. Did you want him to
Yeah,
just come out there
come
and throw
on.
35 times? Everything's 10 plus. Like, no, the game plan was perfect.
Yeah,
He not too many throws that were deep. He extended the play when he did. He had the stupid pick, but other than that pick, he had no bad decisions.
yeah.
And one thing I was concerned about was him drifting in the pocket, trying to
Didn't
create
see
plays.
that.
No, did not see that. They moved the pocket actually a lot. They
Yeah,
moved it outside of the tackle. He got rid of the ball quick, and the run game was fine. I like the game plan. He obviously has earned himself another start, in my opinion.
at
I think if
minimum
I think
one. At
if you were to
minimum.
go back to Gabriel, I think it would literally be just a complete joke. I
Yeah,
probably won't watch another game
yeah,
if they were to bring him back in. I mean,
yeah,
at worst, he deserves at least one more start. Like,
yeah,
and he had to do that to earn it. Unfortunately, he
yeah.
had
And
to
they
play like
won.
that. Yep. So I'll let you give your thoughts on that game, but
Yeah,
that's what I thought of it.
like you said, I agree. If Stefanski puts Dylan Gabriel back in, you 100% will lose the locker room. Because
Yes.
when I watched that game, I'm telling you, I have not seen the Browns play like that was just a clean operation. Like, you know what I mean? From top to bottom, it just looked so much better than it has. And this was the first game that they scored 24 points. They've
It's a
only
fucking
They've only
joke.
scored over they've only scored 21 or more points one time out of 10 games going into this game. And
I
Shador
think we had a pick six that game. So how many points of that were on offense?
exactly. And Shador gives you 24 on his first career start. It can't be more black and white in my opinion. Like this is clear cut. This is he may not be the franchise or the answer,
No.
but
Yeah.
he's damn sure your best bet with who you have in the locker room right now. And 100%, you cannot tell me that Dylan Gabriel's ceiling is anywhere near what Shador's is. Like I
No.
said, I'm not saying Shador's the answer long term. He's the
No.
franchise, but
I'm giving him a year.
he is
I
better.
gotta
Yeah,
give him a
yeah.
season. I gotta give him a
He's
season.
so much better than Dylan Gabriel,
Always has been.
and he pushed the ball down the field, and that's what Dylan Gabriel can't do. And Dylan Gabriel will never make that throw ever
No.
in his life.
No. No.
Never. Just no
No.
chance. That was a off platform on the run, pressure in your face in the
On a
bread
road.
basket.
Literally a beautiful dive. Like,
Guy didn't have to slow down to catch it or nothing. It
nope.
was in the bread basket,
Yeah.
and they
Beautiful
play
throw.
they played hard for him. Like I'm not talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not just about who's better, Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders. Obviously that matters, but you can see it like on both sides of the ball. They
The
played
defensive energy on the
hard.
bench, like when Gabriel's out there, the defense, they're literally just all
Yeah,
right. Let me
yeah,
catch my breath. I know we're going to go back out there about five
yeah,
plays. Now you're out there. They're actually watching the offense. Like
yeah,
Miles Garrett and these dudes are excited to see what the offense can do
yeah,
because like 24 point arguably could have been 30. If Judy doesn't make that fumble, I believe they were going to go down and
yeah,
score on that drive. So
yeah,
that could be 30 points. And
yeah,
like I know the Raiders are trash. I will give it that context, but the Browns are not much better. The
yeah,
O-line is shaky, average at best. The
yeah,
receivers and weapons mid at best. So it's not like he was out there with the Eagles roster or the Vikings roster
yeah,
and playing a trash team. Like the Browns offense is mid. The defense is elite. The
yeah.
offense is mid to below mid. And
Yep.
now with Shador, you give it life. So I think
That's what
I
it
would just
is.
like
It's
to see
life.
it. Yeah, it's just like they got about 7 more games. I would just like to see him stay out there. If he can win 3 of them, he
Yeah,
can win
that'll be
three.
impressive.
If he were to win 4 games in his first start, that would be so he'd be 4-4. If he were to do that, I don't see how you don't bring him in as a starter next season with a full off season of preparation. I mean, look
Yeah.
what he did in 1 week.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna lose that locker room if you bring Dylan Gabriel back
Yeah,
in.
and I love Stefanski. I've been a Stefanski defender. I've liked him, but he's completely lost me.
Yeah,
I don't really want him here no more.
if Stefanski puts Dylan Gabriel back in as a starter, I'm going to be 100% convinced that he's purposely trying to get
Yeah,
fired. And
yeah,
For Miles Garrett, the basically the leader of the team, to come out after the game and say that there's only a handful of quarterbacks who can make that throw, I find it hard to believe you're not going to have guys within that team and within that locker room banging on the desk for Shedeur Sanders to get another start. So
yeah. Did
happy
you see
for
the locker room clip of
yeah, yeah, he
Stefanski?
didn't really give him
It was
any
just
love.
like
It was
a,
just
oh, yeah, yeah,
weird.
good job, Shador.
Like,
Like
give him the ball, bro.
you're over
Like,
here overly sizing up the punter though for way to pin him deep. Like, bro,
oh,
come
Shador, good job, first game.
yeah,
Like,
good job, Shador. Like, I don't know. He's lost me.
it's some
I'm out
weird
on
stuff going
Stefanski.
on. Some
Yeah,
weird
I don't
stuff
know.
going on.
He obviously didn't want him.
Yeah,
Like it's it's so clear.
yeah. They'll probably fire him regardless of what happens. All right, let's talk Jags Cards real fast. I mean, obviously it was a really good game. Cardinals definitely deserved to win that game, in my opinion. Another Jaguars win in spite of Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
Um, I
I'm
feel I
off.
feel I feel like I feel like
I'm
we
off it.
I feel like
I'm
we
off
come
it.
back here every single Monday and the same storyline, whether they win or lose. T-Law is awful. T-Law
Yeah.
is awful. I mean,
Yes.
Brian, some of these picks are like when you play your little brother in Madden and you use or lurk him over the middle. You
Me just throwing.
just
Yeah.
baited. Like on an elementary level. Trevor Lawrence is like I can't put this into words. The defenses, like the it's just elementary level concepts, and you're getting
Yeah.
baited badly.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, the defender's probably thinking, "There's no way he throws this," and
Yeah. It's
he
just
throws it. Like,
he's
and
awful.
you go down to the red zone, you throw a really bad pick, you get strip sack, pick six by the big
Yeah,
guy.
that one I'm not
You
gonna
get
kill him for, but the other one,
absolutely
yeah.
baited over the middle, and guess what? He always does this when they're in a comfy lead. You know, they have the lead, and he just goes, and it's just not. You know, it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not
That
good football. He is not a good quarterback, and it's been too long. If
yeah.
we bring in Super Bowl coach, he can't fix you. We brought in offensive coaches, they can't fix you.
Yeah, it's
It's
I'm
over.
officially I've been a notorious Trevor Lawrence defender. I thought he was I gave up last year
Say it right
he could
now. Davis Mills is
potentially
better
be
than
a
Trevor
top.
Lawrence right now.
I'm still not going there, but
We'll get you there.
because
I
yeah,
probably just a couple more games. Watch.
we do have to remember there's a reason why Davis Mills was benched. The Texans did draft number 2 overall, so he
Yeah.
was trash. We can't just act like Davis Mills was,
But that
but I don't want
Houston
to get
team
into
was
Davis
trash.
Mills.
Yeah, we'll get into Davis Mills
Yeah,
another day.
I don't want to. Yeah, they were trash, but I mean Trevor Lawrence, it's over. The experiment's over. I think maybe you might have to eat one more season with him, but after that, it's done. I mean, I think he's a number 1 pick. Obviously, he's not the worst quarterback that's ever played. He will get another opportunity to play in this league. We see it all the time with players that have been worse positions than him. So, but him being a franchise guy, it's over. You
Yeah.
said it. We
He
brought
is
you
not a franchise guy.
Super Bowl winning head coach Doug Peterson. I think he was a tad bit overrated, but it's still Super Bowl winning
Yeah.
head coach. Couldn't perform with him. Okay, we bring in Liam Cohen. Saw what he just did for
I
Baker's
love Leon
career.
Cohen. I love him as a head
Completely
coach.
revitalized. Yeah, he looks like he's a good coach. We give you weapons. We gave you Brian Thomas Jr. We'll see if that was just a fluke season or if
Right.
he's something. But we give you Jacoby Myers. You have a great two tandem back with Tutton and ETN. The
Yeah.
defensive line is killer. The defense keeps you in games. So it's you need to elevate the play, and you're not doing that. It's a sad day for me, honestly. I'm a big Trevor Lawrence fan, so saying that I'm officially off the
Yeah.
bandwagon, it does
Yeah.
hurt. But I mean, at some point, you got to look at what you're looking at. You can't be
Yeah.
blind. You can't be looking through it. What do they say? Rose tinted
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at. So it's over.
Yeah,
He's
and if
trash.
like you said, they probably eat one more year with him.
Yeah,
I think even if they do that, though, I think that you still have to bring in somebody who's going to be able to come in as a backup, as a plan. Because I'm telling you, Liam
yeah.
Cohen is done with this guy. Like the reactions on the
Well, I'll
sideline.
take him. I'll take him. I ain't gonna lie. I'll
I
take
don't think
him.
you want that. I think you're better off trying to draft.
I'll take
I
him.
think Dante Moore will probably be the answer on a
Well, yeah,
lot of
that
teams.
is who I would like, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's hard to sit out there and wait for 2 years
Exactly.
hoping
Yeah.
that,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
like
It's something's got to shake for the Browns. For the Jags as well. I mean, just like, I can't imagine how he feels in the locker room, like, they're giving out game balls, and he knows, like, "I just threw 3 picks in this game and we won."
And that's the thing. I,
Like,
I think I think his teammates. I don't think they hate him. That's like the. I think the team likes him, but
but
it's
they
just
don't
like
like. No, no, no,
it's
no,
just
no,
like
there's
a
a
like.
difference,
Nah,
though.
we mess with you, Trev, but like, come on, bro. Like,
They mess with Trev, but I don't see, like, the love, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah,
I
he's got to
just
play better because yeah, when they went to the playoffs, he was getting a lot of love. Now he's
they
getting like
got you
none.
all these
So
weapons, you know, they're doing everything in their power and
they
beyond.
definitely have tried. They definitely have tried.
Yeah, just horrible. Let's move on to the last one here. Bucks Rams.
Is it or do you want to talk about or Lions Giants?
Oh yeah, my bad. Let's talk Lions
Yeah,
Giants. Lions got to get it together. Just I took the Lions live. I parlayed them with the when the Ravens and the Lions were down. I took them both, and I was like, "There's no way they lose this game." Like they almost lost the game. Like
should have lost the
Jameis
game. They should
Winston.
have lost the
Oh yeah,
game.
Jameis Winston. Every single time that the Lions defense had Jameis Winston dead to rights, they made a play. And that says more about the Lions defense, I think. I think that they are incompetent. I don't care what injuries you have. Dan Campbell is losing this thing fast, and they are feeling the loss of Ben Johnson a lot right now. And
And Aaron Glenn. He
yeah,
might not
yeah.
be the good head
Oh
coach,
yeah, the
but
defense has not been the same. And I know they like their defensive coordinator, but
yeah, you elevated him
as a
within, but
vibes
like,
guy, like you know what I mean. You need to put stuff on paper and win football games,
yeah.
and their defense is not allowing them to do that. The division is getting shaky fast. Like you got, except for the Vikings. I mean, this thing's wide open, and the Lions'
Yeah.
window is closing fast,
In
very
my opinion,
fast.
I think it's already closed. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you look at this team, they're in my opinion, I don't think they're gonna win the division. So I don't see them hosting a playoff game. And in my opinion, that's a huge problem.
yeah.
When you're taking Jared Goff on the road, you're gonna have to
Outside
go
in the
take him
cold.
outside to Philly. You're gonna maybe take him out west, northwest into
Yeah,
Seattle. Like these are environments that are not conducive to a quarterback like him. I mean, you see him, he goes out there in the cold, he plays with 2 gloves. Like
yeah.
this dude,
Not a
like
good look.
he's not a weather player. He when the elements get cold, but that I'm not gonna hate on Jared Goff too much, but the Lions defense, that's the real problem, man.
Yeah,
You just let Jameis Winston
yeah.
off a bye come into your building and
Put a
throw for
500 on y'all.
threw for 370 yards. There's no real weapons on the
Nah.
Giants team. Wandale
He had like
Robinson,
170 yards, right?
100 yards. He had 100 yards in the first quarter,
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah,
The first quarter, and I know he had the deep bomb, but he
yeah.
had 3, 4 more catches
He was
after
tearing
that.
him up.
Like
He was tearing him up.
they better thank Jameer Gibbs. He
Yeah.
saved the day, maybe saved the season. Without
My
Jameer
gosh,
Gibbs,
what a
I
game,
mean,
man. What a game.
dude, Giants, they had 27, no, 25. They had 25 first downs, bro.
Yeah,
25 first downs is unacceptable if you're going to be a playoff contender versus a team like that. If that's the Rams, okay, great offense. If that's the Seahawks, okay. This is the Giants with a third string quarterback. Probably should have been
fired
the
head
backup.
coach.
Fired head coach. You lost your running back.
Yeah,
The O line is bad. You
yeah,
you don't have. There's no weapon outside of Wandale Robinson, and he's not a real wide receiver one.
yeah. No,
He's a good complimentary slot player, a good player in the NFL. He's just
yeah,
it's Wandale Robinson,
yeah,
and no offense to him, he cannot be the guy that beats us. I mean, I'm not even talking about the tight end Winston, where he just
yeah.
absolutely bags a dude, jukes him stiff. Like,
That's
what are we
crazy.
doing, dude? Like, how do you
They
let that
can't
happen?
tackle. They can't like the Lions can't tackle. They had him wrapped up in the pocket. He escapes, completes a huge play on third down. Like I said, every
Yeah,
time they had him dead to
and
rights.
yeah, and before we leave off them, their next 4 games versus three. What is this? 3 good offenses. They play Green Bay.
Yeah,
Then after that, you play Dallas.
yeah.
After that, you play the Rams.
They're gonna have to
These
figure it
are
out.
these offenses are not joking around, bro. They're gonna need 30 to win.
Yeah.
Like it's just you're not gonna be able to stop. You're not stopping the Rams.
No,
No way.
no chance.
You're not stopping Dallas.
Yeah.
So I think their best years were to win last year. I mean, you had it all in your building, and you let the Commanders come in there. I mean, I know they had a great year, but I know you were decimated with
Yeah.
injuries. But that's a game you got to win. You
Yeah.
have to win that. I think that was their chance. I think this window has closed because I
Just
don't think
doesn't
they can
feel the
go on the road
same
and
as it
win.
did. Doesn't feel the same as it
Yeah,
did.
doesn't feel the same. No, the flair is gone in my opinion. Like still
Yeah.
great offense, but it's just I don't know, something's off.
Yeah, you gotta and they stuck with guys inside the organization already to fill those voids of the
Yeah,
people who left, and sometimes that's not always the best option, and you're seeing it take a hit on them now. All right, let's talk the primetime game. Horrible game in terms of watching. I mean,
I ain't
just
gonna
a
lie,
blowout.
I stopped
I
watching
hate
for
I
real.
hate blowouts in prime time. It throws me off. But Bucks are just not a good team.
No, it's over.
Baker
Yeah,
had a hot run to start, but let's be real, it was fool's gold. This team, I know they're dealing with injuries and you know what I mean, but they got all the weapons in the world. I know the defense is struggling. They can't get any pressure, and you know Todd Bowles loves to send blitzes, so he's having to send extra guys, and they're getting tore up. I mean, I feel like every time they play a good team or a playoff level team, that like they let up so many points, and
yeah.
it's impossible.
And it's been recent, yeah.
Yeah,
Patriots,
it's
40,
impossible.
Rams.
It's impossible to ask Baker to do that, and I don't think that this team's winning a Super Bowl with Baker. And I'm not saying that in a way of Baker can't win a Super Bowl with the Bucks. I'm saying it on a level of Baker can win you a Super Bowl, I think, but you're gonna have to put the team around
Yeah,
him, and they don't have it right
yeah.
now.
He's not a Superman type of player.
No, and when
Pieces
he
he
gets in
he
that
can be the
mode, he
lead,
makes
yeah.
a lot of mistakes. When he feels like
Yes.
he has to go and will them, I mean, this guy gave his all on that throw and gets hurt. Like, hope he
Yeah.
gets better, but like, it's just yeah, he can't do this by himself.
And we said it last week. He's starting to ramp up with these turnovers again,
Yeah,
man. Like
yeah.
it's this was a problem for
The
his career
older
from
tendencies are starting to come
basically
out.
rookie year until about a season or two ago. Now he's starting to turn the ball over. I mean, obviously, I know you're out Mike Evans, you're
Yeah,
out Godwin, you're out Bucky Irving. O line has been in and out, but you were producing without those guys to start the season.
yeah.
So like, I don't know if teams have caught up.
It's
Maybe
just an
your offense got
overall
stale.
problem on both sides of the ball.
It's
Like,
just yeah, they just look real mid.
yeah.
I don't see they probably will end up winning their division. We'll see what happens with the Panthers tonight.
Hmm.
Um, but it's just I don't know, one and done. I don't see them winning a playoff game.
Yeah.
Just don't have enough defensively, and if they're not healthy, you're gonna ask Baker to do too much, and that's where he gets outside of his game.
Yeah, way too much. I want to give credit to the Rams. They're the best team in the NFL. They're doing
Yeah.
this with young guys on defense and players that other teams didn't want or couldn't get to work. I mean,
Yep.
Forbes has completely revived his career, I feel like,
Yep.
and he looks like a legit cornerback one in Chris Shula's defense. And they're a tough team, bro. They're going to be a really tough team. I know they got caught slipping a little bit in the Seahawks game, but they still won, and this is the bottom of the
Yep.
line league. You know, like winning matters, and that's what the Rams do. They win, and it's going to be a tough. I don't know if any team, especially in their division, I don't see anybody being this team. I mean, I
No.
hope they stay healthy, and if Matt Stafford gets another Super Bowl, man, there's going to be some conversations to be had, and I think that there's already has to be conversations to be had in terms of legacy, leaderboard, and whatnot. But if he goes and wins a second one, I wouldn't be mad at anybody. I
Hell, he
it,
might win this MVP.
Listen, I don't think this is crazy at all. I know Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks to ever spin the football. But even without a second ring, I think Matt Stafford has a say in terms of who. I don't. I mean, it's hard because Matt Stafford was on a bad Lions team for so long, and it took him leaving to get stuff really going and to be on a contender team. And like I said, if he wins another one, I mean, why wouldn't he be over Rodgers, you know, in the overall scheme thing? But the thing is Aaron Rodgers is such like a nostalgic, just classic all-time football
It's
player.
just
You
the
know what
way
I
it's
mean?
aging right now. Aaron Rodgers' back end of his career
And
has
that's
aged
good.
poorly,
That's
and
playing a
Stafford,
part. That's playing
yeah,
a
it
part.
does, it does. You know,
That's
being
playing a
being
part.
great for a long. I mean, not that Rodgers isn't great. Obviously, Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback than him right now, but
Yep.
it's just I don't. I don't know if I could put him over Rodgers, and I love Matthew Stafford. Outside of Mahomes, he's my favorite quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
But I think he wins another bowl, he's easily top 10 quarterback all
Oh
time. I
yeah.
mean, I think I might already have him there, me being
This guy
biased,
can spin the hell out the
but
ball. Like,
you gotta put him over Eli Manning
yeah,
if
yeah,
people didn't
yeah,
already have him over there,
yeah.
I'd have him over Big Ben, I'd have him over I mean, maybe we do that
He
for another time. I
trumps
don't want to.
yeah, he
Yeah,
trumps all the guys who, they're like there's two sides of it. There's quarterbacks who are just by themselves solely amazingly talented and they will their team. And then there's the other side where guys are not game managers, but a Flacco winning a Super Bowl. Like he's not the most athletic. I mean, huge arm, huge size, whatever. But yeah, I think Matt Stafford's gonna definitely have a say in that top 10 for sure, with or without another one. He's playing MVP level ball. But yeah, that's
he's gonna win it if he keeps this
yeah,
up. I think he'll win it. It's
yeah.
between
And
him
he's not
and
throwing
Drake May,
picks.
probably. I
Yeah.
think probably between him, Drake May, and I don't know who else would be in the list. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're gonna can't put Miles Garrett in there. They're not winning enough.
No. And JT's probably not gonna
JT,
yeah,
he's
no.
had 2 bad games, so that's
To
unfortunate. He
win
can't
it to
win it
win it
now.
to win it as a
Have
running back,
17 great
you
games.
literally have to
Gotta have
play
17
perfect.
great
That's
games.
the only
Yeah,
way.
so
That's the only way.
my vote would be Stafford. Drake May would probably be number 2.
Yeah, I agree. Well, all right, that is all for Monday's episode. We will catch you guys midweek to talk. Actually, before we end up, we'll go over the picks. I gave out 3 picks. I gave out USC plus 10.5, Dallas Cowboys plus 3.5, and Packers money line and Chiefs money line 2 leg. I went 2-1, and then I took some lives. Obviously, I can't give it. Follow me on Twitter if you guys want the lives. I tweet them out as soon as I take them. Bug, you recap me. I know it wasn't the
Yeah,
prettiest.
rough week. I mean, but that's how fast the sport will humble you. 4-0 last week,
Yeah.
1-3 this week. Probably, but to be fair, I got snubbed. I mean, I had the Ravens minus 13.5. They
Oh
win by
yeah. I
13,
yeah.
lose by the hook on that game. I had the Steelers plus 2.5, lose by the hook on that game, so
Yeah.
they lose by 3. And then I had the complete miss with the Vikings. That was a horrible pick. I didn't really believe in it, but I just had
Yeah.
to stand. I wanted to switch it on my fit when I dropped it, but I was like, I can't do that. So I just had to eat that one. And then Cowboys got lucky with that. So
Yeah.
probably should have been 2-2, but 1-3. That puts me at 16-8 for the year. So still
Yeah.
doing really good.
Yep. Chilling. We're
So we'll
chilling.
see. I would still. So hopefully, if you tell me this week, I do apologize.
Don't worry. We'll get
I will
together.
be better. I will be better next week.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
appreciate y'all rocking with us.
We'll give you guys the picks for this upcoming weekend sometime on Thursday, and then talk more about the primetime games. It's been your boy Dave and Bug, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.